Hey friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah from Pies and Pros, and as you saw from the title of this video, we are making cocktails at 1 in the afternoon. So obviously, if you've been checking in on my Vlogmas videos, you will have noticed that I didn't do a video for a day or so, and that is because I ran out of ideas. I couldn't get enough inspiration or motivation to make a video, and I preferred that I just didn't do a video and just skip a day, just so that I didn't put out something that was not the greatest quality content. And if you want updates on what's going on with me, my personal life, or whatever it is going on and that affects YouTube, you can always head over to my Instagram and give me a follow there, because that's where I post updates, and that's where I posted the update saying that I wasn't going to do a YouTube video. So yeah, that's that. But I just didn't want to create a video that wasn't a great quality, and so yeah, I just skipped. And I actually asked Ian, my husband, for ideas because I was just completely losing focus, losing, you know, sort of that momentum that comes with Vlogmas. And he said, why don't you make a holiday cocktail? Why don't you suggest some cocktail recipes? Now, although that is a great idea, he is quite ambitious. I'm not a mixologist. I am no pro at making cocktails. I just, you know, usually follow a recipe. But I thought it was a really cool idea to sort of make one holiday cocktail without a recipe. So I know you've seen videos like that, the without a recipe type video. And so I'm going to see what I have in my kitchen and see what I can make that is festive and holiday forward and delicious in a cocktail. And I am doing this during my lunch break, as you know, and I don't know how I feel about doing that, but we're doing it for the video, and I think it's a fantastic idea, so thanks to Ian for that. I am also going to answer some assumptions. So I put a sticker on my Instagram stories a few days ago asking you to make assumptions about me, and I got a few, not too many, so I'm just going to sprinkle them here and there throughout this video and answer those for you. Let's get into this video. So I did some searching, and I'm still doing some searching, but I found some festive stuff that I have in here. So what I have is, of course, this Almond Breeze eggnog. So it's almond milk eggnog, and I've had it for a really long time, so we got to get rid of it. I'm not a big fan of eggnog cocktails, but I think it'll work here. And shockingly, I have no idea why I have this, but oh, there goes the fridge. I apologize for the fridge's noise from this point onward, but I found this. This is peppermint flavored schnapps. I don't know why I have it. I have never purchased this. This must have been a gift from someone, because who drinks peppermint schnapps? Surely I don't, but I think it'll work here because mint is something very holiday forward. So that's that. And then this is just the standard alcohol that we have in the apartment. We usually drink vodka with like seltzer or a juice, so that is the only thing I have. I don't think wine will do well here, so I didn't add that, and I don't have anything else. And speaking of mint, I also have mint coming out of my garden system, so I'm going to get a couple sprigs of that, and then we'll figure out from there what we're doing with what we have here. This, ooh, I just snipped this off my garden system. I have a ton of mint there, and I have no idea what to do with it, so this is my first implementing of fresh mint from my garden. I think I'm gonna experiment with some more beverages and desserts with it. This is gonna be a minty drink. I don't know how I feel about that. I like mint, but I don't know how much I like mint. I wish I had something chocolatey, because I do like chocolate mint. Let me know if you're a chocolate mint person or not, or if you're just completely grossed out by my direction right now. Almond butter blend that's chocolate flavored, and it tastes like Nutella. I'm wondering if this can play on the chocolate element, maybe add a little bit of it. This is gonna be almost like a milkshake, I feel. It's gonna be very creamy. Let's see. Cup, we need something to, a vessel. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I found this very small vessel, which is exactly what I need right now. It is 1 p.m. So we've got our vessel. I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to switch the camera in a second so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. I think the base is going to be eggnog. I'm going to add a little bit of this chocolate spread, maybe like, what's it called? Whisk it in. I might have to warm this up so that it whisks in really well. And that'll be our base, like a creamy, chocolatey, eggnoggy, spiced base. And then we'll just add in our liqueurs, a splash of peppermint schnapps, and then our vodka will be our main base. I wish I had rum. I feel like that would have been better tasting. But we're gonna, I don't know. We're gonna figure this out. And then this is going to be our garnish. So let me switch up the camera. I thought about it for a second and I'm not gonna switch the camera. I'm just gonna hold it up so that you can see, because I want to answer some of your assumptions. So yeah, I hope that made sense. But I'm just gonna grab this eggnog. Oh, I'm a little worried. I am just not a fan of these kinds of cocktails. I am like a vodka salsa person. This is nowhere near. Okay, so there goes in the nog. I think I put too much. Yeah, I think I put too much. Wow, that was so less messy than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so we've got our eggnog. Now the real experimental thing here is adding this chocolate spread. I don't know if it's going to actually incorporate. I might have to microwave this, which is kind of gross for a cocktail. I'm not a fan of warm cocktails. I'm just very boring when it comes to cocktails. Yeah, this is hard. I'm gonna have to microwave this. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm just scraping this into the cup right now. All right, I know this is not gonna work. Just whisking it in. If this works, I will be thoroughly impressed. Okay, starting with these assumptions. You let work overwhelm you too much. I think that is true. I think I do allow it to overwhelm me, and I have been working my very best to stop doing that and get out of the habit of allowing the work to overwhelm me. I should be in charge of the work should not be in charge of me. No matter the situation. I mean, if it has to do with, like, if it affects my mental health, it shouldn't be overwhelming me. I shouldn't allow it to overwhelm me. So that is true. I do agree with that, and I am working towards it. I will say though that the work for Pies and Pros, though it can be overwhelming sometimes and I get a little stressed out about it, it is because I love it so much, and it is like my child and my pride and joy. And so I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I want it to be perfect and beautiful and lovely. And so I think I just get overwhelmed with that as opposed to the work itself, because I love doing Pies and Pros work. Yes and no, but mainly yes. This is not mixing that well. It's leaving like little specks, as you can see. And you know, though it is breaking down, it needs a little help. So I'm going to microwave this for like 30 seconds and hopefully it doesn't get hot. Ugh. It changed color. It's getting a little brown. I'm gonna stop right there. To mix through, not 100%, but like 90%. And you know what? We're doing our best here. We're not pros. That's fine. So now onto the liquors. And next question. I think you're down to earth and tell it like it is. People around you will know if you like them or not. I think this is 100% accurate. I tell it like it is always, and that is just something about me. I like being honest and clear and like not cutting corners, not like BSing. I need people to understand how I feel about certain situations. You know, where appropriate. But yeah, I think I come off as down to earth, and I agree with that sentiment because of how honest I am and how honest I like to be. And yeah, I tell it like it is. People know if I do not like them or not, and that doesn't just come off of me being honest and being open about how I feel and what my thoughts are, but I mean, my facial expressions are so obvious. I can't hide them. I'm so bad at that. So if I'm annoyed, if I don't like you, you can just see it clear on my face. And if you can't see my face, you'll probably hear it in my tone. Not to be rude or anything, like that's definitely not my intent, but people, you know, they know because I am so forward and honest. Of course, I'm not forward and honest to be offensive and mean, but you know what I mean. Someone else said good vibes. Thank you so much. I can't say yes or no, but if you think that's correct, then thank you. I got myself a jig here. We're a little fancy in this house. I am a little afraid of putting too much of this, especially because I'm adding schnapps. So I'm just gonna add half of this jig. Like, you think that's enough for this amount? I think so. Oh. When I say it is 1 p.m., it doesn't smell too alcoholic, so I think that's good. I think that's good enough. And then now I'm gonna go into with the schnapps. I'm just going to do a splash of this. Another assumption, you compost. So this might come off as a surprise because I know I'm the hippie, vegan, good vibes gal on the internet, but I do not compost. I'm trying to compost. I should preface by saying that, like, I really want to compost. I just need to figure out a tactic or a method of composting that works best for my lifestyle right now. Right now I live in an apartment building on the 3rd floor, and the way that this building complex works is that the garbage system is just, it's not convenient whatsoever, and I can't keep things in the apartment for too long because the weather and the heat and all sorts of different factors can affect that. So it can lead to spoilage, it can lead to bugs and critters coming in here. So I have to take that into account. I am looking into, like, what is it called? Compost via freezer, so that it can stay not spoiling quickly and I can sort of preserve it for composting at a later use. I think that's a thing. If you know anything about that, let me know. But I am looking into it, but right now I am not composting. I take scraps from like food and I use it in different ways, such as vegetable stock and what have you, with like food scrappings and stuff, but I'm still working towards that. But yeah, a good assumption though, that's a good thing, like, to compost. Composting is really good. Okay, I'm just gonna add a splash of this, and to avoid that going straight into the cup, I did it in the jig. Oh my goodness. I'm more so just nervous of drinking in the middle of the day. I don't do that anymore. Now the heat's going, so now there's just a party behind me. You like mangoes. I do like mangoes. They're delicious. Not my favorite fruit, but they are very, very good. I love fresh mango. I love something called pickle mango. This is something that is prevalent in Caribbean culture, Caribbean food. It's pickled mango, so you use vinegar and a lot of heat spices, like really, really delicious and spicy spices, and then pepper sauce, which is not the same as hot sauce at all. It's not like, you know, those ladies out selling the mango with the hot sauce. Pepper sauce is a puree of blended peppers from the Caribbean. So where I'm from is Guyana, and so it's like a paste almost, and you mix it in, you marinate it. It's so spicy and delicious, and I love it so much. I actually miss it. I haven't had it in a really long time. That's my favorite way of having mango. Oh my god, it smells like alcohol now. Let's taste this, but let's add the garnish. I am not an adventurous cocktail drinker. I sometimes get like drinks when I used to eat out. What is that anymore? I used to get a cocktail every once in a while, and it would be a very basic one. This smells really good. But this creamy stuff is not my thing. Okay, so this is what we've got in here. We have the almond milk eggnog. We have a little bit of an chocolate flavored nut paste. I mean, a chocolate flavored, I think it's almond butter. Then we added in vodka and peppermint schnapps, and now I'm going to garnish with this mint sprig. Wow, that's actually really, really cute. Check it. Look at that. Huh? Really, really pretty, that's for sure. not gonna eat the mint or anything like that, but it smells like a mojito. I wish this was a mojito. I didn't make this drink on purpose to be grossed out. I made this drink because that's all I've got. Cheers. What? I like it. I like it a lot. The first thing that came to mind, and whoo, that went straight to my head. The first thing that came to mind is holiday cookies. I would always make these peppermint stuffed chocolate cookies, chocolate fudge cookies. So it was like a really rich chocolate on the outside, and on the inside was like a sliver of mint. And you know exactly like that what is it called? Peppermint patties. They were peppermint patty cookies. This is what this tastes like, a peppermint patty. The chocolate actually does come through from that tiny bit of almond butter that I put in. It doesn't taste like almond butter at all. All I get from that almond butter was the chocolate, and the eggnog gives it a perfectly creamy texture and spice, and I was afraid that the creaminess was going to disgust me, but I think the alcohol thinned it out so it's not as thick, and I'm appreciative of that. And the peppermint schnapps is not overly peppermint. I think I was afraid of that toothpastey taste. It doesn't taste like that. It tastes like the mint that you would find in a peppermint patty, which is less aggressive. Of course, that is in the eye of the beholder. Some people probably hate peppermint patties. Another thing that you can think of is Andes. That's for sure this. It's not chocolate forward, but you get the hint of chocolate. I'm super, super impressed. And it's not cold. Like I was saying, I was grossed out by the warmness, but it's not warm either. It's just room temperature, I guess I would say. I think if I put in an ice cube or two, I would love it even more. This was a success. I'm very, very pleased and no longer afraid. I was very nervous getting into this. I'm already getting warm. Goodness gracious. It's because the heat is on too. I'm not lightweight or anything like that. But last two things, you low-key talk shit in your mind when you're mad. Yeah. I don't even keep it in my mind sometimes. These days, being remote, it's just spewing out of me 100%. I'm cursing in my head. I am most likely also cursing out loud. And last thing, no one takes your anger seriously because your short height makes it seem cute. That's kind of funny that the anger questions came at the end. I don't think that people don't take my anger seriously. If anything, they take it very seriously because of how aggressive I can sometimes come out with it. I know that if I'm angry and I'm in my friend group and they understand that I'm angry, I get a response of silence. I don't get a response of, haha, whatever, you cute little thing, it's fine, let's not validate your anger. If anything, people are kind of like, oh damn, she's angry, we need to step back for a minute. Okay, well, that was fun. Thank you for sending over the assumptions. I don't know if I'm gonna do it again. And this was a total surprise, a total success, and I'm so glad. Thank you for joining me with this little without a recipe holiday cocktail edition. It was fun, and it was fun answering your assumptions. That was really cool, so thank you so much. And I guess I'm back on regular scheduled programming, and I will talk to you tomorrow.